Good morning, Skinny Gainers. Skinny Gains here, and today's gonna be a great day because we're in Denver, Colorado, and we're here for the Rare Evo convention. So I'll see you when we get there. Here we go. All right, Skinny Gainers. So what we got going on is we are at the Gaylord at the Rockies, which is a beautiful resort. As you can see, we're on the outside patio area of it right now. But we're gonna go explore, see what's going on, because last time I was here, this whole area was open. This wasn't finished. None of this was here. And that means there's a ton of new stuff to explore, so let's go start the journey. Here we go. Dude, this rock looks like a piece of cheese. Dude, I don't know what this is. I'm so lost. Flip it this way, you could like use it as a toilet. I'm a mess right now. I'm a mess. Look at these shoes though. Check them out. The Gym Bro shoes. Don't bite me. Wait, come here. You're trying to stage it, but they were not cooperating. Come on, Bugs Bunny, what the frick? All right, so weirdest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. If you guys take a second and look, it says, please do not throw medicine balls against the mirrors. Wait for it. Because spa treatments are in progress. Don't throw anything at the mirrors. We don't want the mirrors to break because there's people getting massages, okay? We don't. Dude, imagine if we won a rubber ducky. We need like a game card. What is this? Freaking Dave & Buster's, there's 6 machines. Not supposed to happen. Ah! Let's go! Alright, I'm gonna wait for it to seal. 3, 2.
Please move forward. Thank you.
Move forward. They will arrest you.
I feel like they're watching us on a camera. Alright, Skinny Gainers, I'd like to take this time to tell you to like and subscribe. Join the family, become a Skinny Gainer today. Alright, Skinny Gainers, so as you saw, we were exploring the place. There's a bunch of fun stuff to do around here, but now we're gonna try and find a place to get dinner. So we're gonna go try and get a res so that we can eat tonight, and I can get you guys a fantastic food review. So let's see how it goes. Here we go. Alright, Skinny Gainers, so we are at a Asian American fusion restaurant called Monte Jade, and the first dish of the day is their dumplings. I've never eaten a dumpling like this before. This is a first for me. I'm assuming you dip it like this. Alright, here we go. One bite review. Anytime I've ever had a dumpling like this, it wasn't like this. They were like old, stale, from some like...
You just said, every time I have a dumpling like this, it's not like this.
I'm gonna give this a solid, and I mean solid, 9.5. Very tender. The meat inside the dumplings is cooked amazing, and the sauce it's dunked in is amazing as well. Now let's get on to the next food item.
9 out of 9.
9 out of 9. What the frick is your rating scale? You're missing a whole number. What the frick is he talking
I
about?
just did a scanning game.
What do you mean you did a scanning game? There's 10 numbers.
I got scanning game, man.
What we have here is the Korean barbecue ribs. Let's just get into this one bite review. Very tender, by the way. Here we go. Oh, frick. 10. 10, 10, 10, 10. Wow. The sauce got that sticky tendency to it. The meat is tender, falls off the bone, melts in your mouth. Amazing flavor, fantastic. Again, 10 out of 10. Now, let's get on to the next one. The next item is the Queen City Roll right here. Let's just get into it. One bite review, here we go. Very tender, got a little tang to it. I will say, it's not as good as the ribs, but the ribs were literally exactly. It's not as good as the ribs. That's setting the bar way too high. So this is a solid 9 right here. These are fantastic sushi rolls. All right, next we have the Red Rock Roll. Let's just get into it. One bite review. Here we go. Not as good as the other roll. And definitely not as good as the ribs. I'm gonna have to give it an 8.5. 8.5, but still way above average. All right, so the next dish is the poke bowl. I've never had this before. It sort of looks like a deconstructed like tuna tartare. So I'm just gonna like get a little bit of everything. Poke bowl, one bite review. Here we go. It sort of tastes like a fancy salad. It's above average, especially for a salad. Just based on flavor profile alone, I'm gonna go with a solid 7.8. Next we have the lo mein, so let's dig into it. Perfect. All right, one bite review, here we go. It has a very distinct taste. Well, it's the lo mein, but the sauce they have on it has a very distinct taste. I don't hate it at all. Do I love it? No. 7.3 for me. I'm not really a big fan of lo mein. Just not one of my favorite dishes, so it's hard for me to give a... Just based on flavor profile alone, that's what the score is going to be. So what we have here is the Mongolian beef platter. So let's get a little bit of the beef, the rice. One bite review. Here we go. I'm like, that's so weird.
You look like it betrayed you.
It did. It's weird. It tastes like if the flavor of beef jerky on like a medium rare meat. So hard to explain. It's weird. It hits really different. I love it though. Just gonna say it. 8.7, high score. Not crazy high, but it's still fantastic. So. I'm here with Ben, otherwise known as Bitboy, and my first question for you is, what past experiences got you into the Web3 industry as an entertainer?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, I go back before it was called Web3 to when it was just called crypto, and we had crypto YouTube. And, you know, now all the new generation of influencers are calling themselves Web3 influencers. And, you know, and I think Web3, I think a lot of, you know, when it comes to utility around some of the different coins, I think about meme coins, I think about NFTs, but the world of crypto is like so much bigger than that. I think it's just kind of a, you know, a subset for like, you know, trendy media is what Web3 kind of, you know, most people interpret it as. So for me, I mean, jumping into Web3, I was in crypto before Web3 was a thing. So, you know, obviously it was a easy transition, but I think that a lot of these Web3 people that like this is what they're saying they are, they're missing out on the whole of the crypto industry a lot of times. And so I look at myself as kind of a bridge. I'm a bridge in a lot of ways in crypto. I'm a bridge from the mainstream to crypto. I'm a bridge between the old school YouTubers in crypto and the new school YouTubers. And then, you know, I can also, you know, kind of act as a bridge in this area as well. So, you know, the bridge between crypto and Web3, you know, so I think that's kind of the role I play. And, you know, I'm always glad to, I've been in the space for a long time. So I know how to cover pretty much every angle. And, you know, I've got a lot of, you know, insights and opinions on what a lot of the Web3 influencers say, and I think a lot of them need to kind of expand their horizons.
So what projects are you working on personally that you want to shout out? Anything like that? Yeah,
well, I mean, Bitcoin is our big project we're working on right now. We acquired the project, and Bitcoin's all about crypto adoption. So we have 4 pillars of crypto adoption. It is public awareness. We're trying to fix the way the public looks at crypto, policies and regulations, trying to get positive regulation and legislation in. Education, making sure that blockchain education is up to standard and is able to be shared to anybody for free. And then, of course, lastly, transparent media. So we want it to be where, you know, there's actually a crypto media that people can trust, and that's very hard because the top 3 in the space are all garbage.
Hey, thank you for your time.
Absolutely,
Appreciate it.
1 2 1 2 testing.
Check. I am here with Micky, who is the founder of World Mobile. How are you doing today?
Very good, thank you. How are you, Logan?
I am very good. So I have a question for you, and it's what from your past got you involved into the business you are now, which is a Web3 communications company?
I've been in telecommunications for over 20 years, run different MVNOs, MNOs, private companies. But I saw what was happening to the industry, and I saw that the networks themselves, revenues were dropping, telecoms is tanking, and it's in a very difficult stage right now. But clearly, my passion is privacy. This is something that I think is very important, and in the quest to be connected, we've given up a lot of our human rights. So I looked at where I could first implement a private solution. And when I talk about privacy, I'm talking about our privacy. I'm talking about the mobile network operator, the ISP, not being able to see the things that they can see today. I'm not talking about the regulator or the agencies. This is very important to be regulated, and you can't grow to be a huge company unless you are regulated. But actually the mobile network operators, they have this layer that they can view that they shouldn't be able to view. Our location is just an example, and I won't name any names, but you can look online. So I saw the way the industry was moving, and I thought, okay, I need to bring out a privacy solution. And then I saw that the easiest way to bring out a privacy solution was actually to connect the half the world that were unconnected, and then to go into phase 2, which is to connect those that are underserved in a different way, and then finally phase 3 to bring back our privacy and bring back our human rights.
So I heard that you have a background in sports like rugby and track.
Yeah.
Do you think that played a part into you're obviously very driven in this and very passionate. Do you think anything from your past, including that, is played a part in what you're doing now?
Definitely. To be competing is often to be competing against yourself, right? So it drives you and gives you that motivation. And when you sit there on the 100-meter track and that gun is going off and you're running, you're not really running against other racers, you're running against yourself. So that mentality, absolutely.
Is there any aspects or any things you're coming out with role models that you want the viewers to know about?
We're coming up with the eSIM. We're launching Operation Air here in the United States of America, but it's not just here. It's also in Kenya, it's also in Nigeria, it's also in Tanzania, it's also in Mozambique and in Pakistan and a few other places. So look out for us, see where we're going. World Mobile, it's in the name, we're going everywhere. But the next focus after Africa, which we've just done, and Asia, which we're doing, the next focus for the next 1.5 to 2 years will be here in the United States of America, because the market is ripe for it and the people need it.
Super cool. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure to talk to you.
Appreciate it.
All right, what's up, y'all? I'm here with Allie. You want to tell me a little bit about yourself?
Absolutely. I am Allie Illustrated on Twitter. You can find me as a brand ambassador for DropSpot, an NFT marketplace on Cardano. And when I'm not doing that, and my 9 to 5 job, I do CEO work for Cardano Women, empowering women by meeting them at the intersection of art, technology, and education to get them into the blockchain.
What actually got you started in Web3?
Oh, I hated it. It was a conversation that was in my household. My partner was talking about it on Clubhouse, and I really was upset, and I had a distaste for the fact that I felt like I was out of the conversation. I didn't understand what was going on. I felt like there was no room for me in the space. But then learning a little bit more as I was listening secondhand, I realized there's a room and space for me. I just need to be open to the opportunity and learning it. And from there, I've flourished and discovered that if you don't put your foot forward, no one is going to do that for you. So I took the step up and created a business in a sense, and then, popped into a Discord and offered a helping hand, and that's how I landed an opportunity at DropSpot to see how I can help. So.
Heck yeah. And what aspect of what you have going on with all the different projects, what keeps you the most motivated?
Inspiration, because I know that with my life, I want to be able to leave behind a legacy while also giving, opportunity and lay the groundwork for the next generation to not make mistakes that I've made, to make their life easier. That's what it's always been like. My mom, worked her butt off to provide the life that I have now. I want to do the same whether I have kids or not. You're still leading the way for what's to come next. And right now, where the state of the world is, it needs improvement. And so I'm really excited to see what Web3 has to offer for humanity, for the world. It's going to be huge in regards to game changing and improvement, I think.
And if you have anything for the viewers you want to plug, I know you got a couple businesses going on, so tell the viewers what you got going on.
Check out dropspot.io. You can follow us on Twitter. On the website, you'll be able to trade your NFTs. If you have some extra perks, you can trade for free. If you're a one-of-one artist, feel free to DM me. My personal account is Allie Illustrated. And if you want to be a part of a community of women, find your neighborhood, your niche, your collective, follow me at Cardano Women, and I look forward to seeing how I can help you get involved into Web3.
Thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure talking.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm here with Tony Rose, and my first question for you is, what past experiences got you interested and involved in Technotainment?
Well, I was running Verizon Alerts, and we had a subscription service. One of my philosophies of doing business is provide something that someone's willing to pay money for. And when I first got involved in technology, the way the internet went was you were selling eyeballs to advertisers. And to me, that was really not what I wanted to do with my entrepreneurial skills. And so technology for a long time didn't really have what I was looking for. And so when I was able to sell premium content to Verizon, that was the kind of business model that got me excited. And that's where I met Niall Henson. We got connected. He was working with Qualcomm, and we started brainstorming, and the idea of Technotainment was born. And it's been a work in progress for some time, so I'm so excited to see the activation coming live here at Rare Evo 2023.
All right, so I heard you got some projects going on, and tell me about some of those, what you got going on.
Yeah, so we're really excited about Student Reader and Dowagen. These are projects that sort of blend more the educational side of entertainment. We want to make education about Web3 and about technology entertaining. And so we have 2 proposals for Student Reader in the Catalyst Fund 10, and we have 2 proposals for Dowagen in Catalyst Fund 10. So we'd love your vote.
All right, so I'm here with Damon, who is the co-CEO of Charlie3, and my question to you is, what got you into Web3?
Oh, pure desperation. It was a friend of mine that really wanted me to try out investments for a long time. I had some extra cash. It was COVID times early, and I thought I'd start messing around with it, and I had a lot of fun.
Do you have any projects that you're working on and you want to tell the camera, the people watching?
People watching. So my project's called Charlie3. It's an Oracle. It's very boring, but we run a lot of the back-end infrastructure for a lot of projects in DeFi and whatnot. And otherwise, I advise for a lot of different projects, and I'm just excited to see the future of where Web3 takes us and what Technotainment pops up for us shortly.
What's up, y'all? I'm here with Fareed. He is a content creator, and my first question to you is, what got you into the space of content creation, especially with Web3?
So I would have to say it was first a personal experience where, I came into the space, obviously for the money, not necessarily for the tech. And as I grew, I wanted to find out more about projects, and I didn't really see a need or other creators, filling that gap. And so I saw a need, and that's really what kind of drove me to start creating content.
So what past life experiences do you think got you into content creation?
Oh man, I was gonna say some of my work that I do within Web 2, which is a lot of like teaching, and so being an educational based content creator, I'm able to leverage some of those skills from my regular Web 2 job into Web 3 and into content creation.
And wow. And then, do you have anything you want to plug to the viewers? Anything you got going on? Any stuff?
Yeah, I mean, a lot going on. You guys check me out here on Dapp Central. As Logan mentioned, I'm a content creator covering everything Cardano. We're here at Rare Evo. I've enjoyed the experience, chatting with other content creators like yourself. And I'm just looking forward to, growing just like you are, and so that's what it's all about. Happy to just continue contributing to the space. And again, check me out on Dapp Central.
Sweet, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right, what's up, y'all? I am with Steve, the CEO of VyFi, and my first question to you is, what past experiences got you into Web3?
So mostly I worked as a trader, and working as a trader, you want to go and explore the different things you can trade. And I discovered crypto in 2017, and crypto is a pretty short step to Web3, isn't it? So then I decided to build my own Web3 business to try and address some things, try to make the Web3 world a better place, I guess you'd say.
So speaking of your business, what exactly does VyFinance do for the Web3 world?
Yeah, so we're on Cardano, and we are a decentralized exchange and liquidity aggregator. If anyone wants to know what that means, definitely look us up on Cardano, and we basically help people engage with the blockchain and garner liquidity for projects.
And then if you want to plug any things that VyFi or you have going on, if you want the public to know about it.
Well, you guys are focused on entertainment. I don't do a lot in entertainment, but I can do a magic trick, but let's not do that now. I would just like to say, definitely come and check us out, vyfi.io, very easy, VYFI. We're a DeFi platform. We'll help you engage with Cardano if you're not used to it and you've never really engaged with the ecosystem before. And if you have and you've never heard of us, come in and swing by and ask any questions. We're definitely around to sort of answer anything you have.
All right, sweet. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you so much for your time, mate. Have a good one.
I'm here with Jake, the communications lead of Vechain. So my question for you is, how did you get into that? How did you get into becoming the communication lead of Vechain?
It's funny, and I feel like it's a very Web3 way to get the job right. So I basically found out about crypto in the 2017 bull run, got into Bitcoin, and then started exploring, as many of us did. I discovered Vechain. I started hanging out in the subreddit, funnily enough. So I became a moderator, and then I started to do more admin stuff, and then I got to know the team, and it just progressed naturally. I started writing, and then over time I've now assumed the role of communications lead at the foundation. So a very decentralized approach to getting a job.
Yeah.
It took a few years, and I worked at it, but we got there in the end.
So you worked your way from the Discord up to the big leagues.
Yeah, literally.
So does Vechain have any projects, anything going on that you want the public to know about?
Yeah, we're about to launch the UFC sweepstakes on the 1st of September. So if you're a UFC fan, you're interested in a VIP experience, keep following Vechain official Twitter. 1st of September, we're going to be launching the sweepstakes, and that will be a really cool community program. Get tons of people along. It's going to be a big, exciting event. VIP, get to see backstage, get to do sparring with the fighters and stuff.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Should be really cool.
Super cool. Thank you for your time.
My pleasure.
So,
Nice to meet you.
it's nice to meet you too. I am here with Janet Adams, the COO of SingularityNET. And I have a first question for you, and it's what got you into Web3?
Ben Gertzel, the incredible work that SingularityNET are doing to genuinely, from the heart, democratize access to wealth, strip down barriers to entry to technology-generated processes, so that people around the world can get what they need to dramatically end poverty and human suffering and inequalities, and let the AI revolution, which we're in the foothills of, be the rising tide that floats all boats.
And one last thing, do you have anything you want to tell the viewers that you're working on at SingularityNET?
Well, I mentioned our Desdemona robot. Please check out Desdemona robot on Insta, on Twitter, Insta and Twitter, and Yaya Labs, which is our project to make a star of Desdemona robot, an influencer, a pop star icon. It's so much fun. To my mind, she is indisputably the most charismatic and the most beautiful humanoid robot on the planet today. And we're working with one of the world's leading creative directors. We're just going to take that beauty to an all new level and really have some super fun in entertainment. We're going to crank out the world's first robot giant, performing pop star, fashion icon, influencer, and it's just going to be a wild ride.
Well, thank you so much for your time. It was
so
a
much,
pleasure to
Logan.
meet
Lovely
you.
to meet you too.
What's up, y'all? I am here with Rob and Josh, who are co-founders and co-CEOs of Cornucopias. How are we doing today?
Doing great, man. It's good to be here.
So I have a question for you all.
Sure.
So what, from your past, got you involved in the Web3 industry?
Ooh, it's a great question. First time somebody's asked me that today, which is awesome. For me, when I discovered Bitcoin first, I unfortunately blew it off. I thought, I don't know what this is. This is like a digital, it's nothing. But then after the financial crisis, the great financial crisis in 2008, which is when real estate collapsed and all of this stuff, and Bitcoin emerged from all of that. At that time, I was getting discontent with existing monetary systems. So later on, a few years later, about 2012, somewhere around there, I rediscovered Bitcoin, and I got curious, what is blockchain and what is Bitcoin about? And at that point is when I realized it was so tied to what happened in 2008 and to what is happening with monetary systems around the world, where people are getting robbed by inflation. And so that's when I became convinced, and that's when I started getting involved more and more in Web3. And firstly, I first started investing around 2016. But that's how I got into Web3. So,
yeah, I mean, for me, I've been building businesses and following technology for over 30 years. So I started developing using SMS, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, moved on to Zigbee, all kinds of different systems and integrating them. So blockchain was just another, the newest bleeding edge technology that I just wanted to get involved with.
Is there anything you guys want to plug to the viewers that are watching about things you got going on, side projects, anything like that? Any new stuff coming out?
Well, Cornucopias game is our sole focus. We've got a lot happening with that, a big vision there, a lot to accomplish. The status of our game is it's slowly being released right now to pre-alpha public testing groups. So we've got about 400 to 800 people that have exposure to be able to play the game now, give us bug reports through our launcher. We're getting unbelievable positive feedback. It's very exciting for us. So we're just gradually unfolding our game. Come check us out, Cornucopias.io. You could create a player account and start testing the game soon as we open it up to a larger group. We've got about 15,000 right now waiting, but that's only growing, and we're opening it up faster and faster.
Yeah, and apart from a really growing community, we've got a large team as well. We've got just under 50 people on our team. We build all our assets in-house. We have our own legal department, art department, developers, we have human resources. We're a big growing company, but we're also really well experienced in blockchain development and game development and artwork. So we have the whole package. And I think that's seen when you come and play our game. And now, 2 years on of development, we're finally at the point where people will be able to see the fruits of our labor.
Yeah, very cool. Thank you so
exciting.
much for your time. You guys
Thank
got
you.
some cool stuff going on.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? I'm here with Clover Nodes. He is an Earth node operator for World Mobile. How are we doing today?
I'm doing excellent, my man. I'm loving this event. It's everything I've dreamed of. It's my second year here, and I love it.
So, question for you right off the bat. What past experiences got you into the Web3 industry?
Wow. So where do we start? I got into the Web3 in 2017. I was at Art Basel, actually, and I was at a pretty fun party at a friend's house, and he introduced me to Bitcoin, and he told me, hey, I paid for this entire house in Bitcoin, right? And you can do the same, and that's what lured me in. By the way, that same house got to be known as the Bitcoin Mansion. So yeah, so I bought Ethereum. I thought I'm gonna become a millionaire in like 2 months. None of that happened, and everything tanked. And then I found Cardano, and I fell in love with the vision. As a matter of fact, my dad taught me about Cardano, and he showed me the whiteboard video of Charles, and he explained to me what decentralization means and what Cardano can do for the rest of the world. And I fell in love with the vision, and ever since I've been following everything on Cardano. And then after that, I wanted to open up a stake pool, right? And I'm not the most technical person. I come from a e-commerce background. I also come from a marketing background. So my goal was to open up a stake pool. So I came to Rare Evo last year, right, with the goal of opening up a stake pool, and I met amazing community and an immense amount of people that were ready to help me with everything I wanted. So I met a stake pool operator. His stake pool is Trek.io, right? And he walked me through the entire process of how to open up a stake pool, and I got one opened up. So my stake pool is Clover. I've been running it for 5 months now, and yeah, I'm loving it. And yeah, so this is my entire story so far.
And then I just got one last question to you, and it's if you got anything to plug to the viewers who are watching at home.
Yeah, man, get to know World Mobile and their mission to connect the unconnected, and follow me on Twitter, Clover Nodes.
That was awesome. Thanks for talking, man.
Yeah.
All right, Skinny Gators, that is it for today's video. I will see you next week. Peace! So let's go get it started. Got super soft grass. So soft. Oh my gosh. Making grass angels.